That picture cracks me up.
What's your son?
Oh.
What you did yesterday? Get on my stuff.
But that's a disrespect. 'Cause I don't got nothing extra.
I'm sorry? That's why I asked you earlier, what are we talking about? So I can have information to talk about. I'll just stop so you can piggyback, because I know this is a thing. Go ahead and click it.
No, it's already clear.
Oh, okay.
How you doing? How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? This week we're gonna talk about a podcast. #1 podcast in America. On the road to 15,000 subscribers. Please subscribe. And I am your co-host, Double Good. The other co-host,
Cuddles.
And this is we gonna talk about a podcast, episode number
90.
Almost close to age. And what's the episode about?
What is the idea of first date?
Idea of a first date. That's what we look for. Idea of a first date. And I want to say, to make a padres, I think it's Happy Cinco De Mayo.
Oh, today is the 4th? Today's the 5th. No.
Today's the 4th.
Tomorrow's the 5th. So
Well,
it's Happy Cinco de Mayo for tomorrow.
Yeah. I know it's coming up. I know you guys are probably not going to celebrate too big because you know the people going to be watching. So, you know, my little Spanish woman right here, she's not going to be celebrated because we don't want no troubles. Anywho, what?
When did I become Spanish?
You something?
Okay.
She's mixed or something. She ain't all the way black.
Either he is, but okay.
I am black.
Nevertheless, let's get into it.
I'm Saudi Arabian. Anywho.
Let's get into it, please. You want to go first?
Nah, cause you go first. What?
Okay, sure.
What is a perfect
First of all,
a perfect first date?
the question wasn't asked whether it was perfect. It was just an ideal first.
What's the ideal first date?
Sure.
Yeah.
So
She come with she be.
you know, I had to ask my ladies.
She ain't ask nobody. She
What
asked
they-
Google.
No, I didn't. I had text messages I was reading. That's where I was getting my notes from. But I put my answer there.
That's
first.
crazy.
But nevertheless,
She be doing little stuff instead of coming out the dome. She be cheating.
I did come out the dome first.
You did come out the dome.
But I did want to know other opinions of what other ladies may have thought, right?
Okay, we listen.
So I said my idea for the first date is that he doesn't have to come with. He doesn't have to come pick me up from my house to bring me flowers, right? Unless he's a romantic, fair enough. But if he's not, it's not gonna take brownie points away from that. I said we can go for coffee.
Why he got to come with something though?
That's usually what gentlemen do, right? They'll usually bring a flower or something.
But is that a what you call it?
They'll
A
open the door for
stereotype?
you. I don't know.
Y'all want the man to come bring flowers. Y'all want the man to
let me say,
open the doors. And
first
stuff.
of all, out of 47 years, I've never experienced it, so I'm just saying. So maybe that's why I'm saying he doesn't have to come because I'm not familiar with
trying to
that
watch
type of treatment.
stuff from Cinderella or something.
I don't know. I think it's some men out there that's kind of like that. But nevertheless, let me continue, please. We can go for coffee or the airport. You can find somewhere to park and watch the planes come in and go out. But the whole point of that is during that time, you are having conversation. And because I'm getting to know this person for the first time. I said anything where we can just go and talk and just get to know each other. It doesn't have, it don't even have to be a 5-star restaurant. There's another option. We can go share a number 2 at White Castles. It doesn't matter to me.
See,
I am simple.
She doing too much. Like she's saying, she putting up everything like 5-star restaurant. Oh, we can go to.
I'm saying first of all, can I finish?
No, because you're not answering the question.
It is. I'm saying it doesn't have to be, but what it can be is this. So I said it because I explained because I am simple and it doesn't take much. It could be a picnic for me or it could be a walk through the park. And then as we get to know each other, the dates can elevate. So we can start off like I'm not the chick to be like, oh, you got to take me to Ruth Chris and he got to do this and that. That's the first date type of situation for some. That's not me. For me, it's just simple. Let's get to know me. And then if you want to be like, well, I want to take you out. I made reservations, this, that, and the third, or whatever. That's fine. I don't think, for me personally, I don't think going to the movies on the first date is a date you can't even talk to. I don't even know you.
You don't want to talk.
Well, this is where you're trying to get a relationship.
That's where you get your energy from. You get the energy from the person. You sit in the movies with that person, and you get them to laugh. You get them to jump in your lap when you see the scary movie. You take them to the scary movie the first time so they can jump. It's like you putting their head in your lap, like scary.
Okay. So, but that's just for me. So for me, that would be a negative. I don't need to go to a show, right? Because I'm always the chick that end up being. Nobody ever thought of me to say, let's go out. They was like, we a Netflix and chill type of chick. So, because that's what I settled for. So that's what I got. So nevertheless, so that was the question. My first day would be something simple, and then, but he would be intentional, and he would be listening to me, and vice versa. I would be listening to him, and then we can just enjoy something simple. Let me just get to know you, and you get to know me, because after we talk, we may realize that we don't have anything in common, and we're not each other's cup of tea. Or what we may realize is that we are just meant to be friends. So, and then if we continue to like each other after this first date, then I would think, then he'd be like, you know what, I want to see you again. I want to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. Then we can move forward. You know what I mean? No. So, yeah. But if you don't mind, can I just go down the other ideas that I got, or do you want to go first?
We're not going to sit here and let you talk the whole 30 minutes.
It's not the whole 30 minutes.
You couldn't say something.
Okay.
But you wrote books.
I did not write books.
She want to go through her book.
I'm not going to go through it. I just want to just give this suggestions for other people that may need some assistance on the first date.
No.
So
you're not a dating coach?
You don't know. Maybe. Listen, real quick. I'm not going to take 30 minutes, 2 minutes if top. Horseback riding, paintballing, pickleballing. No picnics on the first date unless they know each other.
You just said a picnic.
This is not me. This is other people. Somebody said miniature golf because they get to know the idea of how a person thinks. She said that in her 50s is way different than her 30s, or what she thinks that person's idea would be. Some said not a fancy place, but some flowers and be able to have a decent conversation. But there will not be a first date.
Hold on. This is about what is your idea.
But I just want to have other people's opinions.
You don't need to have other people's opinions.
I did. I wanted to.
You're going from what your...
but I agree with this, so that's why I took it.
Expectations.
I agree with it, and so that's why I took it.
Because you saying, you putting everything on the table.
This is options that you can do on the first date.
But you described almost everything to do on first date.
No, I did not.
Yes, she did.
Nevertheless, arcade. Well, maybe that she did. Maybe so.
Yeah,
arcade.
Look at you.
One to Top Golf, laser tag. And the last one is just something intimate where you can have more conversation versus activities. Lunch and dinner, walk through the park, go to the zoo, something like that. No comedy shows, no concerts, no movies on the first date. Go for ice cream, things like that on the first date to get to know somebody. And then too, I didn't even think about the fact that like if you go play golf or go to how they handle stress, how they handle different things. I thought that was pretty good too. And then
going to the arcade, how you get to know somebody? Y'all ain't listening to each other. Y'all playing a game.
Well, you can still have conversation doing arcades. Everything is not just playing a game. You can talk about the rolling.
If you got a competitive person, they're not talking. They're trying to beat the other person.
Maybe. But nevertheless, you can still go to arcades, and then she said go to ice cream afterwards. So you can have some fun, get to see how they operate and how they think and certain things. So I thought all of those were pretty good suggestions. But for me, I'm not I think the activities can come after the fact. Let me even see if I even like you, because we can have a good time and he made me laugh, but still don't know who he is.
Yeah, you still don't know who the person is. It don't matter what you get from the first date. You still don't know that person. The person could be dating you and they could put that facade up.
We've had this conversation before, but we're not going that route. We just talking about the idea of first date. So that's what I'm
because you gave up a whole list. But I'm just saying at the same time, that ain't you saying to get to know somebody.
You can still get to know somebody doing these different type of activities.
You're not gonna get to know people if they live in double lives.
Oh, good. But let's just say the person is normal. He's not a liar, right? He has some morals about himself, and so he's really genuinely either trying to find a relationship or something, or just just to date and see where things go. So let's just say the person has that type of mindset. Everybody not into just playing games and having sex all the time. So it could be somebody who's genuinely trying to find somebody to date and get to know. So that's the mindset.
So that's your reality. That's your that's in your mind. You just try to pick the perfect scenario.
That's the idea of a first date.
No, that's not the idea of first date.
Yes, it is.
You just said a whole lot that you said idea of first date. This dude got to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be perfect. But you just tried to flip it to say you don't even know him. That's because we're getting to know him.
Because you said that.
That's because we're getting to know somebody.
But at the same time,
at the end of the day, I don't know him. I don't know him.
You just said
but the whole point is, the way my mind is thinking is that he's a genuine guy. That he's upstanding. He's not here for no games. So as we get to know each other, then we find out what we're truly dealing with. If we want to continue on or not. You can tell me if you like somebody or not from the first date. Oh, he was funny. He was kind. He was respectful. Whatever you may be looking for. Oh, he loves the Lord. Whatever you may be looking for on that first date, he had to give you something to start a foundation. If you want to continue to talk to him or not. Or if not, then if you one of them who want to go to the crib and put your face in his lap or whatever you do, then that's fine too. But at least you know what you're dealing with. He showed you who he was, and you know who she is too. Because some men may go on a first date, and if she easy, he might not call her no more because he ain't no chase in it.
If she hard, he might not call her no more.
Nevertheless, it matters not. What is your idea of a first date?
But like I said, with what you came up with, that is not.
It is.
You came up with too many scenarios.
It doesn't matter. Everybody can have a different opinion of what an idea first date.
But it's supposed to be
I
your
gave mine.
idea.
It doesn't matter because you're going to ask at the end of this,
people.
What is your idea of a first date? So I just threw something out there.
But I'm just saying.
Just continue
It's about
on.
your idea. That's why I say you be reading, like, you supposed to come
I didn't read
the
a book.
I
did. I said my piece first.
And she named everything.
It
Horseback
doesn't matter.
rides from.
I think those are neat ideas. If that's what somebody want to do.
No show though.
No, not for me. Other people, somebody else might want to go to the movies after they didn't have conversations.
But at the same time, you weren't just talking about you. You read what somebody else said.
I know that.
So that's not.
Oh my goodness! Well, you just go ahead and go on what you want to do.
I'm just saying.
Go on what you want to do. You want to go to the show and then go to the crib. Go ahead. Tell them about your idea of first date.
I ain't say that.
Or just come over
just saying.
And next feeling chill. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. Tell them what the show is a good date.
For you, it is.
Yeah, it's a good date. A lot of people, like you talking about, you want to get to know somebody. You should know that person when you talk to them on the phone.
But it's a first date.
I know, but before that first date, you probably should know something about that person, right?
Most of the time, that doesn't happen all the time. You may just be like, hey, give me your phone number. I want to take you out.
And you don't talk to them person until you date.
You might, like you make plans.
So I'm gonna give you my phone number and say we going on a date tonight.
I don't know what you gonna do. We haven't done that, so I have no idea what you do. So you go ahead and explain what you do. Our first time going to the show, we had a kid with us. So you go ahead and tell me what's the idea first.
I just said what I just said. I don't know.
So to go to the show and go to the crib.
No, I just said like when you be the person.
But normally instead of you talking, because times have changed, right? So normally you talking all day, you texting on the phone. So yeah, you do, but you still have a first date to hang out with somebody outside the bedroom, outside the.
But telephone. I'm saying, but on the telephone and everything, you should know at least a little bit about that person.
Just a tad, but you can still have a first date.
Yeah, I ain't saying you can't.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, you saying to get to know each other, boom, boom, boom.
Because you still don't know them just by talking on the phone just in the first couple of days or whatever.
But you still don't know them when you on that first date either. How many movies we even watched that people thought they knew that person and to come out? When we watched the movie, I don't know if it's a Tyler Perry movie or something. The girl met the dude and he took out on the first date. His baby mom pulled up in a van with 3 kids. So I'm like, leave my daddy alone. But she thought he was this lawyer, whatever person supposed to be. She thought it was his person. But so he left out. His wife or baby mama jumped out the van on him.
What's your idea of a first date?
My idea of a first date. What?
I'm worried. I should have brought me a notepad. It ain't gonna
Why?
be much, but go ahead. I got one right here. Go ahead. What's your idea?
My thing is, like,
what's the idea of a first date?
Alright, this is what you do, right? When you meet the person. You know, you talk to them on the phone, probably a day or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, talking to them, you get a little idea of how that person is. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you can see that person demeanor or whatever over the phone, how she treat other people. So, it's like, on the first date, y'all should meet somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't go pick that person up. That person can come pick you up. Y'all meet where y'all going. Like, let's say you go to the show. Y'all go to the show. Just in case you have an issue. So y'all just meet. Go to the show. Boom. Pay for your own stuff. Y'all pay for each other's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to give nobody and they can't pay for nothing. So then, or you don't want to give nobody and they always paying for something and you not paying for something. So you start off the first date, both of y'all go Dutch. Then, you know what I'm saying? If y'all like that date, Motel 6 is like right by the movies. You get a little tester. You test it out. If it's good, date 2. That's how you do a first date. You grown, man. This is not 1930s when you was born.
You can do what you want to do. I'm not judging you. You can move accordingly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Times are different. These people out here on OnlyFans showing it anyway. So...
You paying for OnlyFans?
Well, why would I pay for? I say they doing OnlyFans. So you meet a girl. Why you gonna do all this stuff? People be spending all their money on these girls, and for no reason. And they on OnlyFans and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. Some girls be like, oh, and come with that sad story. The day was good. My electric bill finna get cut off. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So what the dude supposed to do?
I know you're not asking me that.
Why not? If you go on a first date and that person be like, oh, it was a nice date, but my electric get cut off. Can you help me? Is that a good first date?
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's not. But a lot of women.
But you just said they having relations on the first date, so why not pay her bill?
$40. If her bill $40, you know, I already paid for the bill because
they just went Dutch. She not asking.
I'm paying for the hotel room.
She ain't asking for no $40. She can't even afford for her meal. If her lights, she ain't got no. Her lights about to get cut off. She ain't got no reason to go on no date.
Yeah, she shouldn't win. Mm-hmm. But see, some girls will see a dude and be like, he got money. Girls don't care about nothing but money. Most of them. They look at the dude, if he got money, dude can do whatever. Even the dudes who don't got money, that's bums and the thugs, they like the thugs. The thugs ain't gonna take you out on a date, probably, never. But what's funny?
Well, I'm just listening to you. Go ahead.
Why are you listening to me?
You're speaking.
No, if you got an issue with what I'm saying, ma'am.
No, I'm in total agreement with what you're saying.
You total agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's your perspective.
But anywho, if a lot of women just do that. You know what I'm saying? They look at the dude, see what he's driving, see how he look, and they grade what kind of first date they gonna have. So they already got in their head. That's why you got to talk to them on the phone a couple times, because you got to see their situation. It go both ways though. You got to see the situation before you even go on that date, because you ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, get a charity case. So that's why I say you go to the show, boom, anything. But and then if a person talking crazy, oh, I want to go to Roof Chris, or what's another expensive place?
I don't know.
That's a red flag too, especially if the girl ain't never been. If you ain't never been to Roof Chris or wherever another expensive place is, why you? Because you see, I got a Benz or something, so that means I'm supposed to take you to Roof Chris on the first date, and then you be like, I don't give it up on the first date, but you want $100 steak or something, but you never ate there before. But that's why you got to, before first date, you got to figure out, know these people, talk to them on the phone for a day or two to see is they out there trying to be a charity case. You know what I'm saying? She got 10 kids and you hear them in the background and they saying they hungry all the time. No, don't go over there because she knows she ain't feeding them kids. So you got to talk to the person before you go on that first date. You, like I say, a person could come to you and tell you everything you want to hear on your first date. So you still gonna judge them off the first date? You still think they gonna, they could be, oh, that's my Prince Charming on that first date, and then turn around and be the worst person ever on the 10th date after they got what they wanted and all that stuff. Their whole thing changed. Or after the first date and whatever y'all go on when y'all moved in together, everything changed. So I just think you need to, you know what I'm saying?
How do we go from this to the idea of first date?
Because I'm just saying, from the first date, if you going from the first date, most people, if you going on a date, you looking for more than a date afterward.
You may be looking for your spouse. Yeah. It matters not, but it was just the idea of the first date. Yeah, and so I think sometimes, since we can speak freely, I think sometimes if I would have dated, I would have missed a lot of foolishness and mayhem to get to know somebody instead of saying, oh, he's cute or he's funny, right? Whatever the mindset was at the time. Or just being desperate.
How are you speaking freely?
I'm speaking freely.
Oh, you said since we can speak freely. I ain't.
Because you were speaking freely,
what
right? Whatever you want to say. And so I'm just saying whatever I want to say. And so, or what I feel that I want to say. So I feel like sometimes when you, because as we know, times have changed, because what I just said was maybe taking us back,
1930.
Right, so a long time ago when people really sat and got to try to know each other before they slept with each other, right? And so now, since we passed the first date or on still the first date, now you had a one night stand, now we got a kid, right, with somebody you don't even know. And so
why are you using the rubber?
I'm just saying something. A lot of people don't, and so they got more than one. And it's just crazy because we're not getting to know each other before we start sleeping with people. And so that's why I was saying before you get to know each other, the idea of first date. That's what the topic was. But sometimes people, the times now, people are not going, they dating, they going out to have a good time, but they don't go home. Oh, they supposed to separate and go home and then see if there's somebody you even like. And I think it's still people out there today that do that. They just date or court is the word. They court people to see if this is something that they truly want to, if they really want to be with somebody. Because then you're just missing a bunch of foolishness, chaos, and mayhem in your life when you just do stuff and then you be like, oh, he crazy, he stupid. And then you realize you're lied to because now his baby mama or his wife done pulled up on y'all and he been lying this whole time.
I just said that.
That's what I said. I use that as something that you said. I wasn't stealing it. I was just saying what you just said, piggybacking on what you just said. And so you find yourself in situations because you never got to know each other. So you can talk on the phone and talk to people, and then you still end up at their house and next feeling chill, and you still don't know who they are.
That's why you don't got to go Netflix and chill on the first date.
No, that's not even. That's my whole point. I'm just about my own experiences at this time. So I've never dated because I was always the person that I settled for the Netflix and chill or come over and watch TV or come over and sit in my car. Like, nah, we going outside. I want to be outside. I never got that experience, and I've said that probably on episode 3, 4, and 5.
I think you need to go ahead and go experience that damn player.
You're my husband, so you should be taking me out. But nevertheless, 12 years later, it matters not to me. I'm just saying. If somebody else is watching this video, like, she was real passionate and adamant about that conversation. So I need to be like, if that's something that you want, then make sure you do what you feel like is important to you. Because if not, then you'll just find yourself, and maybe not finding yourself, really. So again, I think when you date, I think it is important, one, to be authentically yourself, so they know, like, don't put on the facade for anybody. Just be truthful and honest about your experiences, about what you're looking for, about what you're wanting, and then that other person, male or female, can make a decision to say, hey, you know what, I really like her, I enjoy what she had to say, I respect her or him, right? And then, or they be like, you know what, this is not for me because I ain't like, that's not what I'm looking for. I thought we was going to Motel 6 after this. Or, no, I'm going home. You know what I mean? So, nevertheless, that's what I just feel is important to me. But that's just my mindset again at 47, almost 48. But anyway, go ahead.
Facades are crazy. People do portray something that they're not. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't get what's going on.
Nothing. I'm just saying.
She's saying all this. Hey, go date somebody.
I ain't trying to date nobody. Don't throw rocks.
What?
That's not what I said.
You did.
You took offense to what I said.
No.
But I'm just saying. I'm just sharing my experiences, and I'm just being authentic in this moment. I said we could speak freely, and he was like, "Speak freely." We don't need a recap.
I don't never speak freely.
Okay. Who you giving your flowers to?
No, speak freely.
Just come on. Who you giving your flowers to?
How you gonna end my conversation?
Because what are you talking about? You got wrinkles in your forehead. We talking about first dates. What's up?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But that's why I say she trying to control the whole narrative.
I'm not changing.
Of what's going on.
I'm not.
You know
it's like I said what I had to say.
She sit up and then
you came against me about what I want to talk about, and then you rerouted the conversation.
How I rerouted?
We just want first dates and that's it.
Yeah, and I'm saying first dates. Well, I said my first dates, and then I said like
that was the topic. That was it.
You dating for purpose. So if you just dating people just to date people, and you gonna have sex with them. And that's all you want. If you're looking for money out of a person, you're gonna have sex with them. If you're looking for a sponsor, you're gonna have sex with them. That's why I'm saying you got to know what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because,
I said that's just what I was saying.
Like you were like, oh, I ain't never went on a date.
I haven't. Well, you know this. I said this on episodes before. This ain't nothing new. You repeated things that you said before, so I can repeat it if I said it before as well.
But you be like adamant, like.
Because there's what? I'm just saying. I'm just
She be
speaking.
acting,
How do you want me to? How do you want me to say it?
She be. You
I'm just saying it because you were making your points and I'm just making mine. What make your points?
Nah, I ain't gonna make my points. I made my points.
Okay, then that's what you were saying. A movie's in next and go to the Motel 6. That's the first date.
Yeah.
Fine.
You got to test it out. And she act like I was saying she the person acting like they're higher than they are.
Maybe I changed. I wasn't high. We never dated. I just came to your house and we had relations.
No,
what are you talking about? What are you saying? That was 12 years ago. So my mindset can change.
Yeah, it can.
Okay, people can grow.
But don't act like that.
I'm not acting. I'm just saying what it is now. I just said 47 going on 48.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you acting like this is what I wanted. If you wanted,
I just told you I was a Netflix and chill chick. I never went on a date, so they know what that is.
I don't know what it is. I'm old. I don't know.
You know what it is. We didn't have Netflix, but I came to the crib. So that's all I'm saying. They know what it is. You know my history. We spoke about this before.
Are we there yet?
Nevertheless, I said what I said. I'm not better than anybody. Only thing it can show you is that it's growth. That's it. I'm not the same. I don't want to go to the show and hit. I don't want to do that at 47 and 48. Right? And so what I'm saying for me.
But why would you want to do that? Like you said, you was married.
What?
You said you married, right?
No, I'm going by what you were saying.
No, I'm saying because you acting like I'm finna go date. But that's why I said go date then.
I did not say. I'm talking in general. This whole conversation. But I'm talking about because my thought process, what an ideal date would be. But we don't date, so I'm not talking about our ideal date. So that wouldn't even make sense. It's just the question was, what is an ideal date? And so I was just saying what my mindset is behind that.
Somebody take her on a date.
Shut up.
Because she want to go on a date.
Shut up.
Take her on a date, please.
I don't want to go on a date.
Because I don't understand.
And I'm your wife. You telling somebody else to take me on a date.
Is that what you want?
You should just be like, babe, I'm going to take you out on a date.
You just be like, we don't date.
Do we? Thank you.
I'm not going to even get into all that.
We don't.
I'm not going to get into it.
You know, I just said it. There ain't nothing to get into it.
It is.
Who you give me your flowers to?
I'm giving my flowers to my cousin for throwing her brother a real good coming home party, birthday party. She did her thing. So I'm gonna give my flowers to her because she been holding them down for a minute. She always held her brother down. So I'm gonna give my flowers to my cousin Sharon for always holding their brother down. What about you, man?
I don't have any flowers to give.
Why you don't give flowers?
We just do it as a group. That's what we've been doing.
It's a million people in the world.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't have any flowers to give.
Somebody.
Mm-mm.
Give flowers to Trump or something.
Mm-mm.
She don't give nobody no flowers. Anywho, help us get to the road of 15,000 subscribers, please. The 100th episode, we're going to have a giveaway. We're going to have, I guess we're going to pick 2 random people. But you have to be subscribed to the channel. You have to like and comment. You have to interact with us in these next 10 episodes. Because we're going to go off of that too. Who reacts the most or whatever. Because I think we're going to give $100 or something. What we give?
Whatever you decide.
Why is it just me to decide?
Because that's what you stated already.
But what do you want?
Whatever you decide.
See, she's combative.
No, I'm not.
She's argumentative.
No, I am not.
We supposed to be a team, and she up here.
You already made the decision what you were going to do.
But you could be like, no, we could do something else.
No, it's whatever you like.
All right, now she sound like the girl from...
Exactamente. Coming to America.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I say it. Yeah. Anywho, we gonna we're gonna probably I guess give 2 random people $100. Well, it ain't gonna be random if they. Well, they will be random, but they have to.
It's not it's $200. Go ahead. Never mind.
What?
Because it's only 100 episodes. It's only your 100th episode.
All right, we're gonna give $100 to
one person. It's only
right.
your 100th episode.
One person get $100.
Yeah, and then when you get to 200, then you can do 200.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
All right, so she said one person will get $100, but you got to be interact. You got to be subscribed to the channel, and don't interact on the last episode when we're on the 100th episode, because you got to interact with us. Hopefully by then we've had 20 to 30,000 subscribers and we have more interaction. But for now, that's gonna be the prize. We might come up with something else to go with it, because that's gonna be a big milestone for us. 100 episodes. So just look out, pay attention, subscribe so you can get the notifications. Also, give us some super chats or whatever.
Also, give you an idea what you think your first idea of a day would be like.
Yeah. Give us your idea of first date, or what was your first date?
Yeah.
Yeah. She on the phone. People get fired for that. You at work right now.
No, I'm not.
You get fired. You supposed to be. Anywho, what you gotta say? What you doing all this stuff for?
Come on. Let's wrap this up.
Why are we wrapping it up? You didn't say that.
I knew you was getting ready to say that. I knew you were getting ready to say something.
Anywho, go like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're gonna talk about it podcast, episode number
90.
I'm trying to get you to interact with the.
For what? Just go ahead.
Episode number 90. I don't know. She just. This is your co-host for Breeze.
And Cuddles.
Well, we're gonna see at the end of the road like a bad first date. You won't never get another date. And I don't know, that's like she got to pee or something, because she over here just, I don't know. Don't block yourself. They want to see the beautifulness. The beautification.
Okay, you got jokes. Go ahead and hit the thing, man.
I got jokes. Anywho, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And win that $100 for that 100 episode, y'all.
Anybody can win it?
Yeah, if they like and comment and subscribe it. Not you.
Oh,
what the heck? I ain't doing that no rig stuff. So she trying to rig.
I wouldn't. You just saying. If nobody says anything and I comment, then I get $100.
She trying to rig out like the election.
What?